Good day, welcome to Endurance Room. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm back in the woods once more for another solo overnighter. I'm using the French F1 once again. This was an awesome military surplus tent. I found it at a local shop the other day and I've had it out once so far. It's been really cool. I know there's mixed reviews online. People love them or they hate them. And you know, from what I've seen so far, you just have to pitch it tight and the canvas will do its job. I usually try and mix up my gear from video to video to keep it interesting for you guys and for myself. So although I'm running the same tent, I mixed up my backpacks and some of my sleeping gear. Let's check it out. So my bag today is a medium-sized Alice. This is one of my first backpacks and it's still one of my favorites. My rain gear and part of my sleep system is a plash palatka, military space blanket, field jacket liner for an extra layer at night, underlayer, some extra socks, a wool scarf, a woobie or a poncho liner. This is going to be part of my sleep system in conjunction with my plash palatka. This is my fire, navigation, and headlamp, pillow for comfort, and a sleeping pad. On the three outside pockets of the bag, I've got my canteen cup, I've got my steel water bottle, and food for tonight and tomorrow, and just some extra tools, my folding saw, my gloves, extra cordage. And on my ammo dump pouch, I've also got extra food. On my last overnight, I used a 0 degree Kelty bag, which is awesome, but it's really large, it's really heavy. So tonight I went with something a little bit lighter, a woobie, which is nice and light, and one of my plash palatkas. Idea is to use this as a bivvy. So I used the tie outs from the poncho liner to bind it to the palatka and lash it together. This should be awesome. I think this is going to be really good. The canvas will help hold in the heat and take advantage of the insulation from the poncho liner. And if it works, it'll be a lot lighter than the 0 degree bag I've been running, which is, it's an awesome bag. It's substantial. It takes up a lot of room in my pack and it's heavy. To make room for this tent that I'm running, you know, it makes sense to try and lighten up elsewhere. So if this works out, it'll be great. The fire was short-lived. That's kind of a bummer. No fire for right now. I'm not sure how long it's supposed to rain tonight, but we shall see. But good thing I brought my tent. This would have been a lot of fun in one plash palatka. I don't know, guys. This might be the night. Just starting to see a little bit of water come through. It looks like it's hitting the canvas and just kind of settling on the top, but some of it may be coming through. We'll find out. Oh, I'm seeing a couple splashes. And it might be tonight might be a little more interesting than I thought. And sometimes the canvas just needs to get wet a couple times so the fibers, you know, swell and tighten up. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe it needs to get wet and dry, and it'll tighten up. Well, after about an hour of good rain, we have fire. The fire's only about one good footstep in front of the tent. So I got my boots off and my feet by the fire. Now to prep some dinner. Just look at the outside of the tent. The water's just piled up on there. It's totally covered. Just sitting on top of it. But on the inside, we are doing all right. There's dinner. It's a pound of meat, half an onion, a bunch of garlic, and spices. Nothing fancy, but I am grateful. Excellent. Simple, filling, good. So the rain keeps coming and going, but it's nice, warm, and dry in the tent. I've got one of the doors open here, and just the heat's coming in from the fire. It's awesome. It's nice, it's dry. The water's staying outside on the top of the canvas. Perfect. I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. It was another wet one. It rained most of the night. This morning was pretty cold. It was probably mid-30s when I got up, and it was definitely warmer on the inside. So the canvas was definitely doing its job in that regard. I got up, opened the doors, and the first thing I wanted was a fire. So I got that going. Got some cowboy coffee brewing. Now we're doing all right. If anybody's wondering what I'm wearing here, this is an Anorak. It was something that I made a couple years ago out of a wool blanket. It's a French military surplus blanket, I believe. I picked it up for 20 or 30 bucks and, you know, stitched it up. So basically, you fold it in half lengthwise, and that's the part that goes over the shoulders. And then you cut out a hole for the head, and then you stitch the arms. So it's like kind of like that, kind of like makes a T. And then the excess material that you cut off underneath the arms, you use that to make your hood. And I've got a big pocket on the front of mine. There was plenty of material left over, and it's awesome. I love it. It's great. I lined the inside of it with fleece that makes it twice as warm. Nice, really nice for lounging around in the woods. Got to charge up before I get out of here. Here's breakfast: 3 potatoes, onion, and the same seasonings that I used last night. Well guys, it's about 11 a.m. Just getting ready to pack up. I think I'm gonna head out today. But after raining all night, it's been a cold, humid morning as well. This is what we got left on the tent. So this is the damper side of the two, and that's about what we got. It's mostly dry. So what don't I like about the tent? So even though it's a two-man, it's still a little bit cramped for me. I'm not able to sit up inside of it, which is, it's kind of nice to be able to do. It's a little tight getting in and out of the doors for me. I'm 6'2", like 205, 210, around there. So, but you know what? It kept me dry, it kept me warm, and for the little bit of added weight, I got all the benefits of canvas. So, all right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. If you got any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.